Welcome back to Movie Mo Show. Today we are going to review the comedy horror film, Freaks of Nature. If you like our content, don't forget to like and subscribe. We post multiple times daily. Spoilers ahead. 3 hostile species live in the Ohio town of Dillford: humans, vampires, and zombies. In both social and literal terms, vampires are at the top of the food chain and are typically the cool kids in town. Due to unique collars that keep the zombies in line, they are able to leave the ghetto. The humans are stuck in the middle, fearful of vampires yet considering zombies to be inferior beings. They all appear to maintain a tight ceasefire according to their individual community's set of laws. To prove he isn't a loser, school nerd Dag sets out to lose his virginity to Lorelai, the hottest girl in school. Rick Wilson, the neighborhood meat factory manager and baseball coach, is a person with whom he disagrees. All of the human workers, including Dag's mother, were dismissed by Rick, and they were all replaced by zombies as cheaper labor. Dag is practicing his pitching when Rick taunts him with this. Nevertheless, Dag chokes and hits one of the great athletes, seriously hurting him. Dag's hippie parents make a speech about how the guys in his family are late bloomers in an effort to uplift him. Dag interrupts his well-intentioned parents and tries to forget the talk when the euphemisms used to describe puberty and huge changes make him uneasy. Petra, a social outcast, is bitten by Milan, the high school's playboy vampire, when they are making out, which leads to her getting seduced and turning into a vampire. Later, when she tries to make the connection permanent, he rejects her, leaving her all alone and a vampire with no idea how to handle the situation. Ned, the brother of the athlete Dag hurt, is a social misfit in high school and was once Dag's closest buddy. One of the brightest persons in the community, he is shunned by his athletic father and treated with contempt by his professors. Ned enters the zombie ghetto after a fight with his family. There, he lets a female adolescent zombie bite his leg to turn him into a zombie so he won't have to think or be smart anymore. Aliens suddenly appear in Dillford just as Dag is about to win Lorelai over, leading the locals to assume that humans, vampires, and zombies are fighting one another. This sets off a full-scale conflict between the 3 factions, engulfing the town in a fight between vampires, humans, and zombies. A bunch of vampires invade the home where Dag and Lorelai are hiding, and Petra, who has always been envious of Lorelai, appears to have slain her. Dag, Ned, and Petra grudgingly join following fights between the factions and take refuge in Stuart Miller's basement, who is the neighborhood doomsday nut. Petra and Ned eat Stuart and his mother as they take cover from the attack due to hunger. They find themselves in danger at the high school once the aliens locate them. Ned and Dag argue over their old friendship and how Dag stopped being a loser because he didn't want to be one anymore. Ned, who is nevertheless brilliant despite being a non-verbal zombie, storms off in a rage. Dag flinches as Petra and Dag make out later while trapped, and Petra accuses him of being scared of her. Dag discovers that the aliens can only see inorganic things, such as their synthetic clothing, when the aliens locate them once more. The 3 quickly peel off their clothing and dash to Dag's house, where they don clothes made of organic cotton that Dag's hippie mother keeps. Later, the aliens abduct Dag, Petra, and Ned. They are housed in a warehouse with other captive citizens, with force shields separating the humans from the vampires and zombies. Petra is threatened when Dag and Petra discover that Lorelai has been transformed into a hot vampire rather than dying. Dag, Ned, and Petra persuade everyone to work as a team to combat the aliens and dismantle the force field after discovering the hole in the barrier separating them. The chemical tetrafluoroxapan utilized at Rick Wilson's meat processing plant is what the aliens are after because it turns horse cartilage into a material that resembles meat. As the aliens come and submerge in the chemical, uniting to grow into a single gigantic alien, Dag persuades Rick to let the community into the facility. It starts to give a speech about how they simply wanted to ask gently for the chemical, but when it becomes condescending towards them, the town's irate citizens cut it off. The alien is attacked by the villagers, and although it fights back, it loses strength when the other characters understand that the ammonia tanks used in the industry can harm it. Milan pursues Petra and tries to murder her in the meantime. Dag, who narrowly escapes death, stops him and transforms into a werewolf in the process. He understands that this was the big change his parents had been attempting to discuss with him before. Milan gets fatally impaled by a metal post during a brief altercation. The inferior alien tries to escape via spaceship while dropping a bomb to destroy the settlement as it contracts back to its little form. Despite being a zombie, Ned successfully catches the bomb, demonstrating his equal athletic ability to his sibling. He gives it to Dag, who throws it into the spacecraft just before it closes its doors and explodes, wiping out the aliens. The town's routine is restored, and Lorelai asks Dag out on a date. Dag, though, decides to stay with Petra. Ned seems to be more content and well-adjusted now that he is a zombie, and he has developed a relationship with his famous athlete brother who is also one. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe.